Hey, did you ever have to have duty at school? Now, I'm not talking about, howdy doody, and I'm not talking about, having to go to that private space. But I'm talking about you got to be on station someplace, watching the kids. You're out there to make sure nothing happens that shouldn't happen. You know what I'm talking about. We all have to do duty once in a while. Yes, if not all the time. And there's some things that you should understand about it. So today's topic is 3 ways to make the most out of doing duty at school. Now, before we go anywhere, there are 2 things that are just totally at the top of all of this. Number 1, to make the most out of duty, you've got to make sure that you understand what your role is, all right? This is before I even get to my top 3 ways to make the most out of it. You've got to understand your role. You have to know why you're there. If you don't, that's not good, because you're on duty to provide safety and security for the kids, right? You're there to be there for them. So you got to know why you're there. And the area that you're in the building, there's probably a reason why they put that duty station there. So understand your role. The second thing that just is a definite, you got to know, is this. You got to be on time, man, because things happen when the adult's not there. So if they created the duty station, make sure you understand your role and make sure you're there on time. So now, with those things being said, let's talk about the 3 best ways to make the most out of that duty station that you have. So the number 1 way is to talk with the kids. Use their names, learn their names, talk with them. Talk with them, man. Because what's going to happen is that then the kids get used to you being out there. They're going to know that you're there, and anybody who's thinking about not doing the right thing, they're also going to know that you're there, all right? And that's a good thing, mixing it up, talking with the kids. So the first way to make the most out of duty is talk with the kids. That's how you're going to have some fun out there. Number 2 is be with the kids. Now, I know they sound like they're one and the same. Number 1 is talk with the kids, and number 2 is be with the kids, but they're not. Because a lot of times, some adults, what they'll do is they'll stand back like they're prison guards. They'll be back against the wall, or they'll be up on the hill looking down on all the little children. That's no good, all right? What you need to do is you need to be with the kids. So not only talk with the kids, but be with the kids. Be in the middle of them so that they see the adult, they know the adult is there, they feel your presence. And if you're talking with them using their names, they know you're there, all right? So you got to be with them. So you got to talk with them, you got to be with them. Well, the 3rd way to make the most out of your duty is you got to stay alert, because that's why you're ultimately there, is to make sure that you're a deterrent to any ne'er-do-wells doing the things they shouldn't do. So 3 ways to make the most out of your duty. Number 1, talk with the kids. Use their name. Number 2, be with the kids. Don't be the guard up on the hill in the tower. No, be with them. Yeah, man. And then 3rd, stay alert. And always remember, be on time, and do ask questions. If you don't know what your role is at that duty station, you need to ask. So 3 ways to make the most out of that duty station.